Okay, hello. My name is Siti Binti Hasram. Today I'm going to interview you about this current issue, which is COVID-19 and its challenges in this modern era. Okay, first of all, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, hi, my name is Karato Afika Binti Abdulate. I am 20 years old this year and I am from Kota Tinggi, Johor.
Okay, how are you feeling today? Are you good?
Yes, I'm feeling quite good.
Okay, are you currently studying, right?
Yes, I'm currently studying.
What is the course that you take in the university?
My course that I take is Psychology with Human Resource.
Oh, it's a good course. Okay, without wasting more time, let's move to our main issues for this interview. Okay, for the first question is, could you please share about how much do you know about the COVID-19 disease?
Alright, so based on what I've know about this COVID-19 disease, it is very infectious and very dangerous disease. It could infect
Mm,
people no matter how old you are, no matter what occupation you are. It could affect everyone, and I think it could transmit from one people to one people without even them knowing that they are having those disease.
yes, that's right. Okay, for the next question, does the COVID-19 pandemic has changed your life in a certain way?
Yes, I for the specific way is by studying. I'm not used studying through online because I prefer to have physical classes. But since
Yes.
COVID-19 occurred, I need to adapt myself with online learning. Yes.
Yes. Okay. What should we do to protect and prevent ourselves from being affected by the COVID-19?
Just like how KKM has established, we need to always wear our mask in the right way whenever we go outside. Wash our hand regularly using soap. Keep our distance from each other and only go out when it's necessary and stay at home always.
Yes, that's right. Okay. What is the pandemic challenge that you have seen in this job market?
I think I could say that economy, our country economy I think it's not only in our country, it's in all over the world that the economy is getting slower than usual because of this COVID-19. We could not operate all those sectors, and it also increased in the unemployment rate, which is it's getting higher than 4.0, just like how
Yes.
the old days.
Okay, that's right. Okay. During this MCO, we know that many employee losing their jobs, and they are having a mental issue. Do you think that they need to have a mental health check because of the COVID-19 situation now?
I think yes, I think it's very necessary for them to have a mental health check because if they losing their job, they lose their financial support as well. They could not send their kids to school. They could not put a table on their food,
Yes.
and there are also cases that even have a suicide cases because they don't know what to do. They feel lost when they don't have any financial support. I think it's very necessary to have mental check.
Yes, yes. Okay, due to the pandemic situation, you as a student now, and due to the pandemic situation today, we currently studying online. And what do you think about what do you think about learning online?
I think it's very good opportunities because we could learn many new things through technologies nowadays since our work
Yeah.
started to evolving more and more. But I think it's quite hard for some students to adapt to the new situation rather than I think it depends. Some students adapt it very well. Some students could not adapt it very well because they just like me prefer to have physical classes because having online learning, there's a student that could not focus entirely on the class. But I think it's a very good opportunities to learn something new and to avoid
Yeah.
having those disease.
The next question is, in your opinion, does the online learning mode will replace the traditional learning mode for another few years?
I think, in my opinion, the online learning the online learning mode will eventually replace the traditional mode, which is physical classes. This is because, as we already informed, that KKM already said that this virus, which is COVID-19, will take a longer time and will take a few years, I think, to disappear or to find the accurate cure for the symptom, as we know that COVID-19 is very dangerous illness. So I think it's better for traditional learning to be replaced with online learning because it's to prevent, in order to prevent another cluster of education, another cluster which is educational cluster or any clusters related to education. And I think it's better for every educational organization to 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 operate in online mode because it's better to prevent another cases of another cases lah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay, okay, the next question is, what are the ways and changes that for our country to reduce the number cases that that's currently increasing during this past week?
In my opinion, I think it's the one of the ways for our country is to to make a full lockdown, which is to make to close all the sectors and no exception to certain sectors because if we see the first MCO that we having the past years, it's very effective. The number of cases reducing every day, and we also get zero cases in one day. I think it's very effective to close
Yes,
the entire sectors.
yeah, I also agree with you with that. Okay, okay, as we know that now we having a Hari Raya, right? But now during this MCO festival and celebration has been hindered tremendously by the presence of the COVID-19. What do you think about what do you think about it for the short and the long term?
All right. I think for the short term, we as Muslim and all other races could not celebrate their celebration to the fullest. We could not
Mm.
go visit our what we call that our relatives, and as you know, we could not
Yes.
collect
Mm.
raya. And
Duit
yeah, I think
Raya.
yes, that's for the short term. And for the long term, I think it's very unlucky for it's very heartbreaking for those that live far away from their parents. They could not celebrate it. They could not even visit their parents, and they just meet through Google and through online. And yeah,
Yes.
the feeling is not the same as meeting physically. Yes, I think that's the
Physically.
long term.
Okay. Okay. Uh, for the last question is, do you think that vaccination will help to resolve and reduce the number of cases for this country?
Based on what I've read, vaccine is not the cure for the COVID-19 disease. However, it could
Mm.
reduce the symptoms, and it could just like how we take vaccines in when we are little. It could reduce the
Mm, yes.
symptoms, and I think it's very effective. It will help to reduce the number of cases since our body won't get infected easily. I think it could help our country to reduce the cases that keep increasing every day.
Okay. Okay, last but not least, what do you think is the best advice that you can give to the person that having problem, especially during this current pandemic?
The best advice, I'm not really good at giving advice, but I think what I can say is we need to keep getting stronger. I know that our life is not as easy, it's not as fun as it used to be, but I think there's always a way for every problem. We need to keep getting stronger and always, stand up. Yeah, I think if you ever feel depressed or sad, make sure to find a way that makes you happy back, or tell your trusted friends about your problems to make sure that you are not have depressed or having more mental health issues that could lead to suicide, idealization and stuff like that. It's not really good.
Mm.
I think that's all.
Okay. Thank you for your time for today, and that's all from me. And what I can say is, prevention is better than cure. So okay, so that's all from me, and thank you. Okay, that's
Thank.
all.
All right.
Thank you for
Bye.
your time.